Who is Joe Rogan? A question that may come from the uninitiated, yet for those familiar with the name, the answer is complex. Joe Rogan is television host, podcast personality, comedian, martial artist, and more. But a mere list of professions does little justice to the multifaceted man behind them. Born Joseph James Rogan on August 11, 1967, in Newark, New Jersey, Joe Rogan has come to be known for his diversity as well as his proficiency. His tireless work ethic, wit, and profusion of talent allow him to wear many hats within the entertainment industry and beyond. Rogan began his career in the limelight as a stand-up comic, pursuing this passion while also working odd jobs to make ends meet. His penchant for off-color and raw humor was a hit, and it wasn't long before Rogan was catching the attention of television execs looking for fresh talent to feature. In 1997, Rogan became the host of the high-energy television series Fear Factor. His authoritative and confident presenting style, coupled with his boundless energy and enthusiasm, contributed to the show becoming a major hit that would span 6 seasons. Not one to be confined by a singular role, Rogan began to delve into the world of mixed martial arts, MMA. His genuine love for the sport, and his astute commentary during bouts, earned him the respect of MMA enthusiasts worldwide. Joe Rogan's horizon broadened even further with the launch of the Joe Rogan Experience, JRE, podcast in December 2009. A window into Rogan's ever-curious mind, the JRE podcast has become one of the most listened to and respected platforms for long-form conversation. It is through the JRE podcast that Rogan has, in many ways, stood out most prominently. A devout inquirer and self-described dumb guy, Rogan uses his podcast to earnestly learn from his guests, offering listeners an unparalleled degree of insight, entertainment, and thought-provoking discussions. Through the JRE podcast, Rogan has been able to attract an array of guests, from scientists and authors to athletes and artists. The platform serves as a bastion of free speech, a forum for the exchange of views and knowledge, and a space for the exploration of the weird and wonderful. Rogan's podcasting instrumental in the rise of the intellectual dark web, a term coined to refer to a collection of public intellectual figures who push back against political correctness and the limits it can impose on free speech and inquiry. His platform is a zone of discussion for those seeking candor and open conversationality. Rogan's role in the internet realm is far-reaching. His often viral interview segments have sparked international news stories, dictated public opinion, and in some cases, even catalyzed social change. His approach is honest, uncomplicated, and at times even controversial, but always carefully considered. He doesn't profess to have all the answers, but he's continually on a quest for clues, for some semblance of understanding. As we journey through his ever-evolving career, one cannot help but be struck by the diversity of the man himself. From wrestling otters on Fear Factor to engaging in philosophical musings with the likes of Elon Musk on the JRE podcast, from being a skilled commentator in MMA to loving father and husband, every version of Rogan, every role he plays, is authentic and impactful in its unique right. Whether through his jovial stand-up routines, serious MMA commentaries, captivating television hosting, or the unbridled fervor with which he conducts the JRE podcast, Rogan implores everyone to join him in his exploration of the unknown. For in this cosmic dance of ceaseless change, everything we find is a puzzle piece, another spark that may light the path to understanding.